Greetings and salutations. It's your boy D.Boom, coming with the Divine Feminine Situation. Just picking out the spread, thinking about I grew up in church, you know what I'm saying? I was a Sunshine Band coming up as a kid, you know what I'm saying? We used to sing this song, the Sunshine Band. It was called Are You Ready for the Coming of the Lord? Be like Sopranos be like, Are you ready? Are you ready for the coming of the Lord? Altos, are you ready? Are you ready for the coming of the Lord? Tenors, are you ready? Are you ready for the coming of the Lord? We are so ready. That's the next part of the song. We are so ready. And I think that was the song, man. Call and response. You feel me? Like, are you ready for the coming of the Lord? I ain't saying like, are you ready for tax time? Or are you ready for Uncle Sam? You know what I'm saying? If you've been dodging that motherfucker for a minute. We ain't talking about are you ready for the world. It's a third dimension, temporary space and time. Like, everybody lives here and dwells here and go through earthly shit. Like, what's new? Like, are you ready for the coming of the Lord? Like, at the end of the day, where your soul gonna be? See, hell don't exist. I will argue. My argument is there's not two thrones in this universe. I'm not going to sit here and buy into that bullshit. I'm also not going to sit here and buy into the fact that God gave us free will to fuck with him or not. So there wouldn't be a consequence to not fucking with him other than the consequences of not fucking with him. God was here before anything. He's the architect. He's the creator. He's the source. You would know that if you was fucking with him. He's like the wall. We're a plug. We plug into God. That's how you get to know God. You know, I'm almost done. That's how you get to know God. You know what I'm saying? Hell doesn't exist. If you don't complete your mission, God put here for you, you non-exist. There's 7 trillion inhabited planets out here in this grand universe. You understand what I'm saying? God's work is never done. We came from another place here to help this place. When we leave here, we go to another place and do the same shit. For those who couldn't find their path, find their way, find their course in life, they non-exist. That's the same fate, the devil, Lucifer, and Satan. They're 3 different people from 3 different places with 3 different agendas. Satan is like a Sith Lord. Lucifer is like Darth Vader, who used to be Anakin Skywalker, but he's Darth now. And like the devil will be like General Grievous or any bottom low level tier person that's under. Yeah, I mean, Darth Vader, like, it's a structure to shit. I wouldn't worry about them. We as human beings got more power than they do. God don't even affect our free will. What the fuck can they do? Saying all this shit to make a point. Only thing you need to be worried about in life is your soul ascension process. You gotta worry about the world, paying bills, making ends meet, surviving, being a model citizen and a model human being for our children, for our family, setting that bar up there, starting businesses, doing our thug thingamajig too. But once again, everything in this world expires. Your soul doesn't. What's more important? To focus on the shit that don't expire or focus on the shit that does? Because I don't think people get it. Enough of that. Let's get to this reading, Divine Feminine. You know what I mean? Hope y'all doing good. I'm doing Gucci. Just a chill day today. I'm available between pretty much any time after 4 p.m. this upcoming week to help whoever needs to be helped. That goes for life coaching. That goes for anybody that want to book. I got time today. Fuck with me. To those just waiting on a reading, just give me another 24 hours. I got you. Feminine, kicking this thing off. You got the Ace of Pentacles. This is a big-ass manifestation or a huge pinnacle. What's a pinnacle? It's a person, place, or a thing. Head, shoulders, knees, and ring. Knees and toes ring. Head, that's swords. Thoughts, decisions, mentality, ideology, direction. That's your mental state, your mental capacity, your mental health, mentality, your mind overall. Cups, that's feelings and emotions. All feelings and emotions are just indicators of where you're going mentally because your heart and mind has to be aligned. Head, shoulders. Who rules the head and shoulders department? The Divine Feminine does. Then you got wands. That's things you're doing, things you've done. Not shit you finna do because you ain't did it yet. It's your current motion, what you're doing right now. It's got a lot to do with your actions and behavior. Pentacles. That's persons, places, and things. Shit you can taste, touch, see, feel, and hear. Every pinnacle expires. Said this shit 2 times. Every pinnacle expires. We are walking, talking pinnacles. So this Ace of Pentacles could be yourself. Self-accountability. You got kids, but you got yourself. You got family, but you got yourself. You know what I mean? You got everybody else's interests, and you got yours. You know what I'm saying? You're a walking, talking pinnacle at the end of the day. And you will expire. We ain't focused on expiring. We're focused on what we can do while we got this body. You know what I'm saying? Ace of Pentacles could be, like I say, you being in attendance or something. Like life. Life is a gift. That's why it's called the present. Fuck with God. He'll let you know that. Life is a gift. That's why it's called the present. You know what I mean? This is being present in life. You alive, ain't you? You here. You present for today. There's a lot of shit we can do today. Help other people. Be a blessing to other people. To help ourselves or be a blessing to ourselves and our family and shit like that. But it has to be balanced. Everybody got to get help. Not just yourself. Not just your family. Fuck that. It's called accountability here. A lot of people on this globe really don't understand what accountability is. Just like they don't understand what love is. Just like they don't understand what loyalty is. Or you don't understand shit like God, which is very easy to comprehend. Or don't understand the fact that hell doesn't exist and the devil, Satan, Lucifer are 3 different people, 3 different places, 3 different agendas. Like at the end of the day, it's only one thing that really matters, and that's your soul ascension process. Your soul is a thing while it's here in this 3rd dimension. Be accountable for that. Aside from all that knowledge and shit, the karmic shit you want to hear, this is like a check coming. You waiting on a STEMI, you gonna get one. You don't know how the fuck it happened, but it's just gonna appear. This is a grant, this is a loan, this is a donation, this is a token of appreciation, a token of appreciation given to you, or you presenting a token of appreciation to somebody else. This is you attending something, a funeral, a graduation, the birth of a new family member. This is you just being there. Okay? It's a lot of accountable, there's a lot of shit you accountable in this world. Putting smoke on that, we got the 8 of Cups, which is the Pay the Bill card in my deck. 2-part card. First part of it is integrity. In divinity, keep your integrity up and stay divine. Be a queen the way Patti LaBelle is a queen diva. She's been around since the 70s. She's been on point. She's always looked at as a queen. Her integrity ain't never in fucking question. You come at her crazy, she gonna smack the shit out your ass. She doesn't play that. You know what I mean? That's why she keeps her shit sturdy and neat and presentable and professional at all times. Flip side to that, Patti LaBelle selling patty pies now. She enterprising now. She ain't signing no label. She ain't slave to no label. She ain't slave to the game. If anything, it's her game, and she working y'all. You know what I mean? She do what she want to do, when she want to do it, how she want to do it, and she look good doing it. The older she get, the better she getting off out here because she enterprising. She's working for herself. Okay? Kicking this thing off, feminine. Through a pinnacle influx, whether it was, a check that you got that you put work into to get back, an investment, whether this is free money or a donation or a blessing from somebody else's behalf, this is going to be towards your enterprise, what you got going on, what you enterprising, 8 of Cups, whatever you was 7 of Cups. 7 of Cups is being all that in a bag of chips. 7 of Cups in my deck is also the Pimp Cup Chronicles. It's something in you that needs to come out. Could be an idea, an invention, a gift, a program, love. That's all you got, and you giving that to who needs it. Compassion. You know what I mean? Whether this is just ambition. You know what I mean? To change something on a great magnitude. Whatever this is, it's a gift to the world. The world needs it. It has no use inside you. And when you give it to the world and the world takes from it, it's good for you to master or attain or own that enterprise before somebody else do it. So overall energy, which is fairly important. Somebody gonna be a blessing to you. Take it into account. Take this blessing, use it to be a blessing to other people. This is you being in a position to bless somebody else. Take advantage for this opportunity that came from enterprising, 8 of Cups, and be a blessing. Give somebody a pinnacle. Pinnacle to you is just small cash, petty cash. You know what I mean? This is small money. This is small time to you. But this pinnacle could be something huge to somebody else. That $20 to you ain't shit, but shit, a squirt in your gas tank. But $20 to a homeless person who's hungry, shit, that's a meal or two or three, depending on how they spend it. You know, it can always be a blessing. There's always somebody that can use your pinnacles. That doesn't give an excuse for you to just pour out your pinnacles like you got it. You're going to have a pinnacle to give a pinnacle out, but you wouldn't give out your only pinnacle. You understand what I'm saying? So bottom line, more important than all that there, we got the Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups is the psychic card. What's a psychic? That's trusting your own intuition. Yeah, boom, how you hit that on the head like that? What, you a psychic or something? Nah, just trusting my own intuition and hit it on the head like that. So I guess you can call me a psychic. It's just trusting your own intuition. What your intuition telling you. That's how God communicates with you, through your intuition. That's your superpower. To hear God. To understand what God is saying. To differentiate if this is God or your motherfucking self talking. Or a demon or a spirit around this bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got powers. All divine to do. We're X-Men. And we can either take our power, go to the school of the gifted with Professor Xavier, and perfect our powers. This nigga got a danger room where we can use our power to our full capacity and not hurt nobody. And it's a safe environment to where we won't hurt ourselves building our power and creating and shit. But if you choose to fuck with Magneto, who want to live in the world, why? I don't know. I'd rather be in Zion, Four Wands. That's home. That's shelter. That's the four walls that protects you away from the world. If you're in a home, then you're away from the world. Professor Xavier, the School of the Gifted. Divine psychics, divine X-Men and shit. We need to be indoors. We need a place to hone in our craft. And the Professor School of Xavier, what I'm talking about, and this whole Queen of Cups power shit I'm talking about, is your own home, your own confines, your place of shelter and safety and sanctuary. You know? You don't experiment on people. You test your shit out yourself. You know what I mean? You test on yourself before you test on other people. It's the right way to do anything. Magneto, if you in the world with your power, then you hurting people with your power. You hurting yourself with your power. Your power ain't in a place where it can be perfected to its best ability. It's more survival based out here in the world. Doing whatever you gotta do to survive, more so than helping others. More about taking advantage of people more so than helping others. Like I said, it's like a zombie apocalypse. You're either in a group with other people, you know, sustaining life, putting your work in, growing plants, growing food, filtering food, providing power, like you can do better, and all that shit in a system full of other good people. As it was to be out in the real world, you know what I mean, with the savages and shit. People who destroy places like this for subsistence. In their head to survive, when in reality they're destroying life, not being a part of it. So, you know, bottom line, feminine, you're just trying to find your place in life and help it make sense. And in the process of doing that, you bossing up on something. Queen of Pentacles, that's the Khalees bossy card in my deck. Khalees bossy, it's a song. Play it. That whole energy is what this card is. Just bossing up on life. People trying to take advantage of you. You take advantage of their ass for trying to take advantage of you. People trying to be a hurdle in your life. You use them as a stepping stone. Life done gave you motherfucking lemons. You didn't turn that shit to pink lemonade somehow. You know what I mean? And doing just fine. Queen of Cups, Queen of Pentacles. Remember, the Divine Masculine had 3 kings in his overall energy. I ain't got 3 queens, but, you know. You're definitely queening out here. So 3 red cards is a warning though. So this power that you perfecting, you know, crafting, stepping into, make sure you ain't no Queen of Pentacles with your power. No karmic feminine with this shit. Because by doing that, you're just going to alienate yourself. 5 of Cups. From the world you fighting so hard to look good in. It's divine accountability. Overall energy. It ain't just accountability of what the fuck's going on in the world. You got divine accountability too. By being awoke, there's accountability to that. A lot of people that know they divine, but they ain't walking the divine path though. Like it's one thing knowing the right direction, but it's another thing walking that path. So, warning, bottom line, which is very important, divine feminine, you have power. With great power comes great responsibility. Use your power in the right way. Use your power in the right way. Like I say, only time I'm doing my power or using my powers, my spiritual gifts, is if somebody booked me. If God personally, hey, help them. They need your help. They need your assistance. Yeah, they ain't paying you, nigga. Help them. Like, you ain't here to make money off your gift, nigga. You here to utilize your gift for me. You know what I mean? Do good with your gift. Don't do bad with it. And you can do good all day, but be a person of your word with your gift. I went back on my word a few times on this path, and it's cost me dearly. God pimp slacked me a few times, taking money, you know what I mean? That I should have just left alone if I wasn't gonna like stick to the plan or the reason I was given the money. You know what I'm saying? Like spiritual shit. For example, I was paid to stop smoking cigarettes like a year ago. You know what I mean? I took it. She was like, now you take this shit, you don't do it. And I don't know. She's a psychic. She does. She's like, and I don't know. It ain't really what I think that's going to matter. It's really what God's going to do. Hopefully you're ready for that. I'm ready. It's whatever. Nah, I played. You know what I mean? Took unwillingly. It's like taking communion unwillingly. I don't take communion at all. You know what I mean? But I took the donation though. For what? For the reason I was supposed to take it. And man, the karma that hit me with that was bad. Like I did some fucked up shit. I ain't do no fucked up shit. I've been doing good. But I put bad on myself. You know what I mean? I put damnation on myself. Playing the game the wrong way. Even if your intentions are pure. Even if you ain't hurting nobody. You still hurt yourself. When you divine, you got to be a man of your word, a woman of your word. You can't go back on what you promised God. You know what I mean? God tell you to do something and you get to doing it, but then you renege or pull out or some shit God told you to do. It's consequences and repercussions to that. Like I say, the devil, Satan, Lucifer, man, they bitches. They can eat a bag of dicks, bro. I guess two fucks. Their influence, their power, what they might have going on. Who gives a fuck? They ain't the niggas I'm worried about. What motherfuckers I fear on this whole universe is God, the Father, and my mom. My physical mother, nigga. God, the Heavenly Father, and Martha and the physical mom, nigga. Them the only two people I fear. Not fear in like a bad way, but a healthy fear. You know what I mean? It's the reason why I only fear them two, and that's it. Because don't nobody else put fear in me. Like Lil Bibby said, you have to find a doctor to put fear in me for them motherfucking entities, evil, darkness, all that bullshit that ain't my realm, that I don't dive into, that I don't give a fuck about. Saying all this shit to say this. You gotta own up to what you're doing. You know what I mean? You can't play this game and expect not to get burnt. It's like you a, that's what I'm saying, move on. It's like you a fire eater in a circus. You play with fire. That's your thing. You swallow fire, you juggle it. Eventually, nigga, you're gonna get burned a few times. It ain't just one time you're gonna get burned. You're gonna get burned externally, you swallow fire. Eventually, you're gonna get burned internally. Eventually, this is going to be places in your body where hair just don't grow since it gets singed by fire all day. Eventually, there's going to be some long-term damage to being divine, and it is. It comes with scars. But the more fucked up shit we go through, the more powerful persons we become. Because we went through so much fucked up shit as divine. That's how we even became so powerful. Consciously, directly come into the situation, divine feminine, we got the 9 of Swords. This is stress. You losing sleep, losing teeth, losing hair, losing weight the wrong way over swords. Told you, swords are thoughts, decisions, mentality, ideology, direction you're going. Your mind too cluttered. There's too many thoughts. This is like a toilet. This is like a big shit in a toilet that's clogging the toilet up. That's what stress does to you. It clogs up shit. Your arteries, your thoughts. Yeah, I mean, it just clogs up shit. And you're going to have to unplug this mental impact you got here. You know, impaction you got here, excuse me. Stress. Stress is like butter you put on your toast. Ketchup you put on your fries. Sugar you put on your grits. You put that shit in there. You didn't have to have sugar in your grits. You didn't have to put shit on your hot dog. It just tastes better when you do. You intentionally put stress on you because you're stressing over shit you're stressing over. Whatever the fuck you stressing over, ain't nobody else stressing over it, over what you stressing. Ain't nobody else feeling how you feel. You understand what I'm saying? Like, can't nobody do it like you do it. You know what I mean? Like, we can all sit in a circle 20 deep, say the same fucking thing, it's still gonna come back something else. Okay? That's life. That's how shit works. That's how shit works. Stress, stress always gonna happen. It's how pressed you are over the stress. You can let it not affect you, or you can let it affect you. It's mental towards if you do that or not. So what are you really stressing over? Three of Cups. You stressing over the shit that don't matter. Like Three of Cups. That's a third party, an outside situation, or people or things who evolve around you, like moons do a planet or planets do the sun. Third parties, like school loans. They're a third party. Like, this is school loans. It ain't just one loan I got a few. And these motherfuckers been hunting me, sweating me, calling me. These motherfuckers, school loan motherfuckers call me more than regular people. God damn it. I get more calls from robocallers and automated callers than regular people, man. I'm single, no kids. It's just me out here. I usually fuck with myself most of the time. But yeah, I get more calls from robots than regular people. That's why I don't stress, because they're not real fucking people at the end of the day. Unless you get a letter in the mail that's got you stressing or bugging, like stress. You only stress because of some financial shit, some emotional shit. And if it's emotional, it just deals with you only. Some mental shit, and if it's some mental shit, it just deals with you only. External shit you can stress over, but why? Like I say, it's outside conflict. Until trouble finds you, I wouldn't worry about trouble. Until death comes to your doorstep, I wouldn't go looking for that motherfucking light. It's your mind. As long as you clear, you cool. You can't be living in La La Land, though. Just not, Ray Charles, I call that shit Ray Charles. You just can't Ray Charles shit. You know there, but you don't see it. We ain't talking that. We just talking about, like, kiss. Keep it simple, stupid. Don't sweat over no complex shit. Don't sweat over some shit you don't know. It ain't what you think, it's what you know. If you don't know, don't trip. Fuck what you think. You can think a lot of shit. Until you know, don't put it in your psyche. Because you know what thinking looks like? A Nine of Swords. You think this is going to happen. You think this is going to happen. You think this is going to happen. You know this is going to happen. It ain't even happened yet. And you don't know. But that's mental shit you putting on you, like stress. In your mystery madness or subconscious or indirect energy, feminine, the overall energy, the stress was your conscious energy, excuse me. The stress, third party shit is like, and going back to the third party, this is just people not in your way of your relationships or in the way of your growth and development or in the way of your financial growth and development and shit. It's just things that's around. Your lover has friends and family that you got to deal with dealing with them. Debt. Nigga, we human beings. We all gonna have some type of debt in this bitch. It's been like that since we was born. Y'all better figure out what a social security number is. In the mark of the beast. Bitch, we already got that when we was born in this motherfucker. So, just certain shit you can't trip over. We ain't saying don't change it. It's just certain shit you shouldn't trip over. Like, quit your fretting, bruh. Subconsciously, indirectly, or your mystery madness, we got the devil card. Probably can't see the markings on here, but I marked this up. You know, I got 2 of these in my deck. Red one or a marked up one is the devil card. The non-touched one or the regular one, black, you know what I mean? Joker is the full card. But this is the devil card. Devil in my deck represents overindulgence, addictions, you being chained to someone, or somebody being chained to you. You being chained to something, or something being chained to you, whether you realize it or not. This is codependency. This is behaving like a child, just regression. You're a grown ass person, but you acting like a kid right now. You and your feelings. You trying to get back at somebody. You ain't gonna leave nothing alone. You know what I mean? Like, you acting not like an adult right now. That could be the devil card. This could be, like I say, codependency. Too codependent on somebody else. And non-independent. Say that shit 2 times. You're too codependent on somebody else. And non-independent. More smoke. And it's a good side to the devil card. Good side could be experimentation. Trying something for the first time. I'll dive into that if we have to. Clarifying this devil card, we got a King of Pentacles. This is a karmic masculine, whether he's good, bad, or ugly. King of Pentacles is a master manifester. It's a person that can manifest whatever pinnacle that they want. This is an owner. This is a person that's well established when it comes to pentacles. But that's the only thing that makes them established, is their pentacles. If they didn't have their pentacles, they wouldn't be anybody or mean anything. That's why they're karmic. Your need for them makes them karmic. Or their need for you. And you're buying into their shit. Makes you karmic and them karmic at the same motherfucking time. But you can be divine and fuck with karmics. It's good karmics out here. Turn this karmic into a divine masculine. For those that ain't fucking with their divine masculine. You only get one divine counterpart. And like I say, let's keep it in reality here. A lot of you twins ain't dealing with y'all masculines. Or a lot of you masculines ain't dealing with y'all feminines. Like, that's cool in the game. You got other twins out here. You know, it's twins that's like literally lost their twin flames. Like, their divine counterpart is deceased. Still with them, still amongst them, still in their energy sources, but they're not physically here. You got other twins for people who don't have their twins physically here. You got twin pairs who just ain't going to what, like, you know what I mean? It ain't gonna be like this. It happens. I think that's what happened in my past life. You meet your twins in past lives, and y'all done this dance on different planets, different times, and different ages and millennia before. I think my last life, I think I fucked it up with my twin. I think I did some fucked up shit. I feel it. I did some fucked up shit. Like, either A, didn't acknowledge him, or maybe he found me and I ain't fuck with him or some shit like that. Like, I don't know. Like, I know I fucked up last time. I get that feeling. Because I'm going through a lot of karma in this age from some shit, you know what I mean? And I think it's some shit I did in my past life. You dig what I'm saying? Like, whatever I was on, I know I was on some karmic shit. The fact that I'm even in a twin flame demo that I am now. The fact that I'm even a divine feminine. Karmic shit happens in your life is the karmic shit you allow in your life. You permit what you promote, and you promote what you permit. If it ain't about the money, then, like I said, any guy that you meet, and it definitely ain't gonna be about his pentacles. It's gonna be about his actions. That's what makes a King of Wands a divine masculine. It's the wands, things he does. It's his behavior. It's his actions. It's how he moves. It ain't about what he got. It ain't about who he is or shit like that. It's about where he's going and what he's on. You know, path, purpose, things of that sort. Masculines like this are only here for pentacles. Like I say, it's good, bad, and ugly. Going to good karmics is like I said, they might, but they might not. Ascend to the mental, spiritual, emotional level that you're on. But maybe they just might be here for the pentacles that you need. This is a person that they're not your twin flame, but they support you in everything you do. They're your top sponsor. They just want you happy. They're willing to put all of their fucking pentacles on the table just for a person like you to be something, to make it. They love you that much. They don't see nothing more than the physical, though. You're trying to tell them, hey, you know, I know you digging me, but you should really understand what I do and who I am. And, you know, you have such a good potential to be a divine. You know what I mean? So just in case even we don't work out, you become a nice divine for another feminine out here if it ain't me. In case my twin comes. Or whatever the fuck, like, you want to groom good masculines to become divine from fucking with you. You know what I'm saying? But what you ain't going to do out here is, like I say, be in a karmic situation and be Ray Charles. You know what? This is divine. Everything works out. Everything is cool. But it's like you ain't going up spiritually. You ain't going up mentally. It's like you helping hella people find God, find their purpose, find their twin flames. But it's like you can't help this karmic masculine get to divine status, though. You know what I mean? Like if you just take from him and you just keep this karmic masculine exactly where he at, doing exactly what he does for you, you are the codependent one. Like you become the devil here. You become the one putting clamps on him, chaining him, holding him back from being a better person. Can't just take and take and take and take and take. Even if they have unlimited resources for you can take. There's fucking accountability for it. And God don't like ugly. So a lot of times be happening in these karmic situations, God just be smacking your ass for even being in situations like these, for even depending on karmics like these. You loving these karmics, you're really helping them, but not to the manner they need to be helped. It's accountability to everything. That's something that you're subconsciously starting to understand exactly who you are. Sometimes you can be the enabler. Say this shit 2 times. Divine feminine. Sometimes you can be the enabler. You're going to have to identify when you're enabling somebody, even your twin. Every time your twin identifies that he's enabling you, he steps the fuck back. He switches gears on you. You're going to have to learn and understand and do the same shit. Feminine, you in regards to yourself personally, we got your role. 3 of Wands. This is Divine Feminine's role. Purpose, path, evolution. You're supposed to find purpose. You're supposed to find path. You're supposed to evolve. Why? So you can walk this path of evolution. So your masculine can see you walk this path so he can walk this path himself. That's how you set your masculine free, by freeing yourself. That's how you understand, like get your masculine understand he is a divine masculine once you figure out you're divine feminine. If you didn't know you was divine feminine, how the fuck he was going to know he a divine masculine? He wouldn't even know about this whole twin flame shit unless you went down this path before. And it's you who puts him on. This shit was like you was following the light. And then you got illuminated. And now you shining your light to get him to come get illuminated too. Basically, I guess, which didn't happen. The Bible story, Adam and Eve, that's bullshit. But using it as an example, though, you know, all the fuck Eve was doing was PMDing, putting Adam down. Damn. Adam! Yo, nigga, you want some of this shit. Trust me. He eat it. Damn. Shit real out here. She like, yeah. We know. We didn't have this consciousness before. We didn't have this thought process before. Any other time God came, they was there. This particular time they came post eating this apple, getting truth and knowledge indwelled in them, because that's how knowledge gets indwelled. It's through the mind, ain't through eating shit. You know, they hid from God. That's when God immediately knew what happened. Why y'all hiding? Who told y'all? Who told you was naked? Where you get this? Who told you these words? You know what I'm saying? Like, through understanding its consequences and repercussions. You know what I'm saying? With great power comes great responsibility. When you become awoke, all you become responsible is just for, like I say, mankind. When you become a divine, you become a man and a woman of the world, of the people. You gotta help people who can't help themselves. You gotta be there for people who probably ain't there for you, yet alone there for themselves. It becomes more than you. You evolve. When you evolve, like I say, 2 of Wands is survival. That's just making ends meet. That's doing what you gotta do to survive. But life ain't just surviving. Because if life is just about survival, we'll be back in the fucking Stone Ages. It's purpose. It's path that creates constitutions and democracy and order. Yeah, I mean, let's become a fucking republic. Let's become a democratic society here. Let's group the fuck up. By grouping together, we can be better. Let's have a city. Fuck living scattered. Let's build a metropolis to where we can have government buildings and libraries and post offices and shit. We can evolve more together than we can separate. Okay, that's why you gotta evolve, feminine, so your masculine can evolve, feminine. So two people can be evolved here. Two evolved people is like a metropolis. One evolved person is like a fucking town. That's cool, but we need to build here. Three of Wands is also, like I say, path and purpose. God gave you purpose. You just gotta find it. You'll find it when you find God. I mean, you find yourself when you find God. You find path and purpose when you find God. You find your twin flame when you find God. Like, what's God? God is up. That's what's up. What's up, God is what's up. Like, when you go up, you're gonna find everything you need. It's steps. You know, feminine. It's becoming more clear exactly why you're here. Exactly why everything that's transpired to this day happened. Like, there's no mistakes. There's no accidents. I told you, God, even if some bad shit happened, nigga, God don't make mistakes, and God works in mysterious ways. So even if it's bad, it's good. Even if the worst day of your life can still, you know what I'm saying, produce the best thing for you, or the best results for you, or the, you know what I mean, the best direction for you right now. Path. Without the Three of Wands, you ain't gonna get to the next step, which is twin flame union, reunion, recognition. You're not gonna get there without this. This is your Lilu Dallas multipass. Purpose. Path. Find it. Feminines. Find that shit. Flip side to that, in your subconscious or mystery madness or indirect energies, you got the Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands is a temporary ending. Ten of Swords is a permanent ending. Ten of Wands is a temporary ending. The reason why Ten of Wands is a temporary ending is because you ending it as we speak. Ten of Wands is something that you can end. Ten of Swords is something that you can't end. Something that's out of control. Something that's ended already. That's why whatever's for the end now is ending, because it was already the end. Ten of Wands is time. It's like any gangster movie. You got good guys and you got these nasty thugs out here, or goons or gangsters and shit. You got the guy with a conscience. One of their homies just got rolled on, shot up in a drive-by. All the homies are getting their guns, gearing up to go do a who ride on these niggas. And it's like, you hop in the car. Because you and your feelings, you know what I mean? You probably just lost your brother or your best friend, or somebody close to you was gone. And the guy's finna go ride on these niggas. So it's like you hop in the car with the gun only to get 2 blocks down and tell your homies, yo, let me out. You need a gun, you hop out the car. You know what I mean? They can go do a successful hit, come back like ain't shit happened, or they can go meet their demise. At the end of the day, you ain't taking no motherfucking chance. You hopped out the car before any of that happened. This is you, like I said, in a fucked up relationship. And you kind of understand exactly where this shit is going to lead. You know you need to end this shit and save yourself before something else bad happens, before some fucked up shit happens. You know what I mean? And it's like, you end it. You know what? I can't do this anymore. I'm going to end this while I got the power to do it, while I'm in a position to do it. And it's like, you dodged the bullet. See, this person you was with end up fucking with somebody else, ends up killing them, ends up doing some vicious shit to them. And that could have been you. You know? It's like, you ain't been in the gym in a minute and you working out like a motherfucker. And you trying to impress somebody, and it's like you stop working out and walk to the motherfucking locker rooms and sit the fuck down and breathe. Otherwise, you have a heat stroke or you going to collapse in the gym going too hard. Like, it's just stopping. Knowing when to say no. Knowing when, you know what I mean, to call it quits. Knowing when to call a timeout. knowing when to fold them. You know, that's what a Ten of Wands is. You have control over this ending. You know what I mean? You can tie a loose end right now. Other than you don't do it, and then a Ten of Swords happen, death, or a permanent ending. This relationship end up ending anyway, but it ends up ending as a result of your life being ended. You know what I mean? This situation that's going on with you and these people you beefing with or warring with, it's gonna come to an end. You know what I mean? You could just put it to an end now and leave it alone before you get engulfed in it. Before, you know what I mean? You get dirty. Like, this is having the power to stop something before it goes too far. You're learning that. Your path is taking you to places you ain't never been before. It's got you doing shit you never thought you would do, but you doing now. That type of swag. As far as the masculine role, feminine, you consciously, directly, when it comes to masculine, you got a 9 of Cups. That's dreams come true, that's wishes, that's fantasies. No, dreams come true, wishes, and miracles. Excuse me. Miracle's gonna happen. Or it's a miracle you're hoping for. Or it's a wish you want granted. Whatever it is, you got the God card here to kind of seal the deal with this miracle here. It's something you leaving up to God. It's something that deals with the masculine. It's something you're praying for, hoping for. Something you've been dreaming about. You know, something to happen. Something you want to happen with this masculine. And it ain't just the masculine you want this for. You truly want this for yourself. You know, it's like you letting go and letting God. You're the Queen of Wands at the end of the day. Once you're done, all you can do is stand. Like the step before the King of Swords, which is God, which is basically God doing some good, bad, or ugly things in your life. Well, even if it's bad, it's good. Because God don't make mistakes and he works in mysterious ways. Like, you know, the only time God come out is to tie loose ends. I told you, 10 of Wands. You got to end things to begin things. There's some shit you should have ended. So some new things can begin. If you don't end it, then like I say, God gonna do it for you. And usually when God do shit for you, like I say, I mean, it might not be to your liking. It might be what you wanted, but it might not be. And you still gonna have to deal with it. So, you know, Queen of Swords, Lucy Liu card, like that's doing everything you could before you put it in God's hands, and that's the best thing you can do. Is the best you can. Because God gets the last laugh. God gets the final say so. It's a miracle or a dream come true or a wish you want granted, feminine. It's 9 of Cups that you want. Feminine, Queen of Wands. But God is in control here. God is in charge of that department. Whether that's a new job, you know, Ace of Pentacles, a blessing or something you want to come in your life. You know what I mean? Like I say, all you can do is pray. All you can do is work. All you can do is do everything you can. And when it's time to let go and let God, have complete and utter faith, God gonna do it. But no, God works in good, bad, and ugly ways. There's a 33% chance you might not get what you want. Might suck for you. You understand me? But this bad thing might end up being a good thing later. God works in mysterious ways. So you start understanding, even though you do want things, even though you do have dreams and wishes and aspirations and shit, it's so you can do everything you can do. It's still in God's hands. So let him do what he got to do for you. Mystery Madness, Karma, subconscious to that, we got the 7 of Cups. I told you, this is the Pimp Cup Chronicles. It's something in you that needs to come out, and you need to give it to the world because the world needs it. This is your love to your divine counterpart. They need your love. They need your respect, your loyalty, your aspiration. They need you, and you need them. It's vice versa. But this is mainly you bringing shit out of you. This is that idea you've been sitting on for a minute. This is that invention, that book, that art, that theory, that invention. It's something the world needs, but you got to get it out of you for the world to get it. Think of the best inventions in the world. Thank God that came out of that person, and we have it now. The world's a better place with it, man. Because without it, it's like, fuck, we be fucked up out here. You know what I'm saying? Like, you did that. That inventor did that. Thank God. Like, it's hot as fuck out here. You know what I mean? I got my fan on. Thank God whoever invented the fan. You know what I mean? Because it's hot as a motherfucker up in this bitch. I could crack windows, but every time I leave windows up and I do readings, it be weird shit. Like, animals be coming to my door. And it's weird. Like, the snow just dried up, and I got, like, all type of exotic flowers going around my house in little pockets and shit. It's little pockets in my house that I left specifically for the fairies, too. Like, it's weird. Did some shit for the fairies. I learned this shit in Utah, fucking with a very known fanatic. Very, very known fanatic guy. He put me on to the gnomes and, you know, I had a little brown fairy around work, and I just made little places for fairies to kick it and shit. And it looked like they kicking it there. Because there's flowers all around the places I left for them. Like, I made sure. It's weird. Just, any rate, shit in you that needs to come out and give it to the world. Like I said, you might be the only motherfucker that gives a fuck about the dogs in your community. You know, so you create a place for the dogs to hang, or a place for the dogs to be at, to be safe, to get fed. You care about the squirrels in the community. Like, you leave little places for squirrels to eat. Or, you know, you in a big ass complex building where it's mostly seniors and old people, but it's a few children there, and you do something for the pocket of children in this building because you know these children gotta be bored being in this building without having shit to do. You know what I'm saying? It's like your idea, your program, your gift to these children. You know what I'm saying? Is what they needed, and it came from you, and that's what's up. You clicking into another puzzle piece that you was kind of destined to click with, that type of swag. Like, we all got something in us that we need to give out. And if we don't give it out, we ain't doing shit but hurting the people who should be getting this out of us, but we ain't giving it to them because it ain't out of us shit. Future final row, wrapping this up. Directly going to the future feminine, you got the Ace of Cups. Self-love, self-care, self-respect, self-admiration, self-realization, self-identification. Self. You get yourself together before you get anybody else together. You put yourself on before you put anybody else on. You love yourself so you can learn how to love another person, especially if that person don't love themselves. It's good that you love yourself because it's all bad. Understanding. It's good you understand who you are. It's good you understand God. So when you get to talking about God or putting people on about God and self-understanding, you have enough self-understanding to get that out, to bring people to God. Instead of confusing people and pushing people away from God because of your misunderstanding of what God or divinity or whatever the fuck is, you know? It all starts with self. If you ain't got your shit together, you ain't gonna get shit cracking outside yourself. Period. And like I said, you gotta go hard for yourself because at the end of the day, you might just be by yourself. Like I say, it don't matter how many views, how many subs or anything. As long as you got people watching, your work, your quality, it's all about quality. It ain't about quantity. You know what I mean? As long as the right person hear your shit, you're gonna be cool. You can be a psychic out here, I don't know, with 50 views a week. As long as the right person viewed that motherfucker, it's all good. Maybe you come up. It ain't your channel that made you come up. It was your face. There's a motherfucker who, I don't know, was just on YouTube watching random shit. Your face popped up. You have a contact number and an email where you can be reached. It's just like, yo, you're the perfect person for this film I have, for this TV show I have. I don't give a fuck if you got acting experience or not. You're it, goddammit. I'm glad I seen your post. Like, it looks like nobody watched this shit, but fuck, I'm glad I caught it. Can you please come in so I can put you on? PMD, like, that's how you can get on too. You know what I mean? You don't have to be booming. It's not about the numbers, you know what I mean? It's about what you're doing. As long as you're doing some constructive shit, some shit that means something, as long as you're really helping folks, that's all that matters, you know? It ain't who watching. I mean, it ain't how many people watching, it's who watching. You know what I mean? It ain't how many people get the message, it's who is the ones who got it, got it. As long as one person get it, as long as one person learn in a room for 100 people, that's what counts. Fuck everybody else. It's fucked up. 1 out of 100 people got it, but They got it. Each one reach one. And that one person could put another person on, put another person on. Thus, y'all doing y'all job as far as a person who ain't doing shit. Final card is message. Knight of Swords, feminine fear. Fear, we don't need this shit in our psyche. This is the step after the permanent ending or death card, which is the Ten of Swords. So you have a right to be scared. Death going around. So, you know what I mean? Safety is an issue, and you should have that. You know? Cataclysms happen in the world. Mass extinction level events happen. You know what I mean? But we're not going to be in fear that it's going to happen anytime soon. That'll be fucking ourselves up mentally. This is thinking that, like I said, it's going to be a fucking zombie apocalypse that's going to happen. Like, okay, who prepares for shit like that? And you know what I mean? It's one thing to be ready, but if you prepare, you ain't got shit to worry about. You know what I mean? Fear is psyche. Fear is in the mind. Just like pain. Just like God. Just like death. Just like truth. It's all in the head. You know? When it comes to the Knight of Swords, which is the fear card, and all fear is just being mentally discombobulated from a death or a permanent ending. Or you making decisions without crossing your T's and dotting your I's. You ain't in your right frame of mind. When you're in fear, you ain't in your right frame of mind. And you need to get in your right frame of mind before you move any further. Or before you feel any kind of way. Or before you do anything. Or before you manifest anything. You know what I mean? Fear. Get out your head. Fear makes you weak. Opposite of love ain't hate, it's fear. You fear what you don't know. You fear what you can't comprehend. You fear what you don't understand. Okay? Get some understanding. You know what I mean? Or it can be just something you don't understand. Just face your fear. It's like best advice I can get to anybody that come up on like a wild animal. Be dominant. Show dominance. Don't pussy up. Don't be Ray Charles, act like they ain't there. They gonna feed off your submissiveness. All they do is dominate other animals all day, every day. You just another animal to them. Show dominance. They more scared of you than you are of them until they figure out the other way around. They shouldn't even figure that out. But that's what happens when you let fear run you. Be on top of that. That's the message I got. Hope I can be of good use. It's your boy D.Boom. If you need readings from me, holla. I got you. Deuces.